Hello folks, today I will be explaining which pairs to trade in which specific session. There are dozens of pairs in the market divided in major pairs and cross pairs. Major pairs are the one in which United States dollar is included, and the cross pairs are the one in which United States dollar is not included, which for short is USD. So let's move toward the topic and let's get started. So today the topic is how much the currencies move in each session and which currency to trade in which trading session. So we will start from the Tokyo session, which is the first trading session of the day. The Tokyo session is also called as Asian session and Japanese session. And 21% Japanese yen is traded in Asian session. You can see on the screen I have put the pairs in orders by the movement of the pips in Asian session. So the most volatile pair in Asian session is GBP JPY, which moves almost 72 pips in Tokyo session. By the movement of pips, the pair which comes on second position is AUD JPY, which move almost 65 pips in Tokyo session. The third one is AUD USD, which also moves 65 pips. Fourth one is NZD USD, which moves 58 pips. Then there comes Euro JPY, which moves almost 57 pips. Euro USD is after Euro JPY, which moves almost 56 pips. And you can see I have written the movement of pips of each pair in Tokyo session. The most pair in this session is USD JPY. JPY Japanese yen is included in this pair, but still it is less volatile in its own session. Now let's move towards the London session. I have explained the three main sessions in one of my previous videos, and if you are having any kind of predicament in understanding the sessions, you can see and watch the previous videos where I have discussed these sessions. GBP JPY is still on the top in this session with average movement of 102 pips. And on the second position there come AUD JPY. This is Australian dollar and Japanese yen. Then there come Euro USD on the third position, which moves almost 83 pips in this session. The GBP USD pair comes on the fourth position, which moves almost 82 pips. You can see all the pairs that I have put on the chart with their average movement in London session. Let me enlighten you a little more about London session. 30% of Forex trading are executed during London session. London session overlaps Tokyo and New York sessions. Initially, it overlaps Tokyo session and in the end, it overlaps New York session. Most of the trends are made during London session and it lasts up to the start of New York session. The trend go back in the end of London session because most of traders log their trades and log their profits. Now let's move towards New York session. New York session is the last trading session of the day and it is also called as American session. I have put the pairs in order by the movement of pips in New York session. And surprisingly, here GBP JPY comes on the top two, which is the pair of Great British Pound and Japanese Yen, which almost move 77 pips in New York session. Euro USD moves the same as GBP JPY in New York American session. And then again comes surprisingly the pairs that are on the third and fourth position by movement in New York session are the pairs of Euro JPY and AUD JPY. What is surprising is that United States dollar is not included in both of these pairs. But still, they are much a volatile movement in American session. On the fifth position, there comes Great British Pound and United States dollar pair, which moves almost 68 pips. Then AUD USD also move the same as GBP USD, which is 68 pips by movement. USD CAD moves 67 pips and USD CHF moves 56 pips. And what is flabbergastedly surprising is USD JPY is still in the bottom of this list. The USD JPY pair is less volatile among all the pairs which I discussed here. So now I assume you are having clear idea which pairs to trade in which specific session. Let me enlighten you a little extra about New York session. There is growth in trading in the first few hours of New York session due to overlapping with London session, and there is important news in the first few hours which influence the market. And that is the reason the market moved greatly in this session. And lastly, New York Stock Exchange and Chicago Stock Exchange gets open in this session. Get a better session to trade because most traders get active in this session. So at the end, I will recommend you to trade Japanese yen, Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar in the Tokyo session. And in the London session, I will recommend you to trade Great British Pound and Euro. Trading major currencies is also highly recommended. And lastly, in the New York session, I will recommend you to trade the pairs in which United States dollars included in the pairs. So to my surmise, it was suffice for today. See you in another session.